3, 2, 1. Yep. I fucked up. That was completely me. I'll use you guys. You did a good job. I'm so sorry.
Holy
I
shit.
lose recording for
That
2
was
weeks.
like
I forget how to do it.
That was like a record desync. Can we get like a like a compilation?
No, don't look at me like that. It's just,
Dude, what happened?
it's been a while.
It's been.
It's been, oh my god.
I think playing DK maybe dulls the reaction time.
Damn.
Actually true. Wheelchair class is kind of rough.
Oh shit.
If I don't have a horse, I just see everybody fly away in front of me, and yeah, it was all gone. This is the cleanest these boards have ever been. What the fuck is happening?
Untrue.
Sorry guys, you have no idea. Behind you is a board, and to the right, it's untrue.
Yeah, something about some fucking flow rate.
Yeah, there's some shit on the board.
Looks like
The hell?
propellant, right?
It's been fucking clean as fuck before.
That over there. We know what happened there. The CTS
Counts.
counts. Anyway, hi, welcome back to
Hello.
Down the Basement. We're all
Hi.
here. It's hockey season again. It's
Oh, yeah.
upon us.
Oh yeah, big time.
Will, unfortunately,
I have very many opinions about this. and
Has
listeners
been-
Fuck yes,
really
can't
need
wait to hear them.
listen to what I have to say.
has been hearing a lot about it. Against his will, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think anybody really cares about hockey.
Go Sharks.
Go
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go Sharks. Best team in the
They're
league.
gonna take it.
Oh yeah,
Best team in the league.
that's right.
That's crazy. I mean, they're better than the Maple Leafs, so.
You really know how to hurt a man.
I know how to hurt a man.
You know
That's
how to
the
hurt a man.
hoodie that he's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And what's happening right now?
W.
Okay.
Yes. They scored again.
Scored again.
They
W.
scored.
The Leaf.
Loof.
If you guys can't tell, we are currently recording, and it is May 5th, and the Leafs are playing
The Florida Panthers.
the Florida Panthers.
That's right.
Why is my mic doing this? All right. Hello.
Hello.
What the fuck is
Hello?
that, Trace?
That was crazy.
Hello.
How'd you do that?
I hit the 48 volt power mode. Why is my mic doing this?
Uh-oh. Do you have the wrong side to your face? I can't tell.
I don't think so. Technical difficulties.
No.
Take one week off.
Hello.
Whoa. He is Gange.
Hello. There we are. So sorry. My mic just stopped working halfway through. What the fuck? But yeah, I have a. How's everybody's weekend? Let's just start there. How's everybody's weekend?
It was crazy. I did a lot this past weekend. I went to Universal on Saturday, and then I went to Renfair on Sunday, and then after the Renfair, I had to go straight to my mom's place because it's her birthday this upcoming Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So just to go hang out, but it was a whole damn thing. Yeah, Universal was fine. I think it was a good time to go, and I think every point I was comparing it against Disneyland and Disneyland's price point. I think honestly, like, everything was maybe roughly like 50 to 70% of Disney's price tag. Like the food, like the ticket itself, just anything. It just felt a lot more reasonable. But I also don't necessarily. I don't really vibe with the IPs they have as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also was absolutely stunned at Mario World, but then also I was really sad like a second after because it was like it's really small.
It's really small. I do like the entrance though, like the giant pipe you walk through.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun.
Also like the little designs and things like that. You could tell there was like it was so much newer and there was like so much like I feel like effort put into like the environmental design, like so much shit that you couldn't interact with, but like they put their
It's
visually
eye candy. Yeah.
No, it's so cool. They even had Easter eggs of like Pikmin.
Yeah. And
around
also, if you
stuff
get
like
the
that.
bracelet, did you get the bracelet?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
buy
if you get
that.
the bracelet, you can go like do
punch
cool
the
shit.
little
You
blocks.
can punch
and
little
stuff.
boxes. And
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah.
It's so much high effort. It's crazy.
It's a lot of effort. I think the Universal Studios in Japan has one that is like I think multiple times this
It's
size.
much bigger. Yeah.
But yeah. It's very cool. I'm really happy that we went to go see that. problem is that it's like on the very, very back end of the park. So before it was closing, the park was closing early because of fan nights. I don't know if you've heard of something like that. So fan nights, I think they just do this every year, but basically, this year they're featuring like some Universal Studios Japan sort of big things like like One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen, and they were also featuring like D&D and like bunch of random shit, and they like repurpose like a lot of things like stadiums and stuff instead to have like face actors and things like that.
That's
instead.
really fucking cool.
Yeah. But we didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
So we had to be out of the park by like 6.
Was the ticket cheaper?
I don't think so. The ticket wasn't cheaper. I think so for the regular ticket, I think it was just $100 a person, and then if you wanted to do fan nights like separately, I think fan nights is just $75. But if you wanted to do both, you probably had to do.
I mean, I figured like it would be cheaper because you're not allowed to stay.
Yeah, I also would have figured
yeah.
that, but unfortunately that was not.
I see.
We didn't find that to be the case. We also, I think, maybe because Zoe bought it for that day, we were able to also get like a second like free visit back.
Ah, okay.
So maybe that's what the like compensation was.
So I think for Halloween Horror Nights, they actually have a cheaper ticket.
Oh, nice.
Because they do close the park too. I guess they closed the regular park early because they also have to prep for Halloween Horror Nights, which is crazy because like apparently like it transforms. It's insane.
No, it's very cool. So that was a good time, and then after that, so on Sunday, Renfair was amazing. I think if anybody's interested, I think the move is especially for the one in Arundel. That's like the biggest one. I think
it's the oldest at least.
Ah, I see. Okay, it's in the Santa Fe Dam like park, recreational park, and it goes kind of crazy if you go early.
Yeah, I really wanted to go, and then I had the Bernie event that I went to.
Oh, okay. Was this like this past weekend or like the?
It was a while ago.
Like a while ago.
2 weekends
okay.
ago.
Yeah, I see.
It was opening weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I was like, I don't remember there being a rally like the day.
Yeah,
before.
no, it was opening weekend was when I had the ticket because I bought it in December.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so you already had planned to go.
But I didn't have chance. I didn't have a chance to go.
Yeah, the rally. I think
I got pulled into the rally because of the whole like VIP seating, and I'm like, fuck it, this happens once in my life. I'll have the opportunity to go to the Urbandale one later. I think the biggest one is in Texas.
Oh, really?
I think the biggest one is in Texas. I think the only reason I know is because a YouTuber, Peach Jars, she always goes.
And
I think
like
she and Seer went.
Oh.
And it's fucking insane. Like, it is humongous. They even have their own inn. Like, they built an inn for it.
So cool.
Anyway, not to derail you.
No,
yes,
no,
continue.
you're good. It was really fun. Literally, we got pulled into the first. The move is definitely like look at all the vendors, don't buy, reach the end of the venues, and then go double back and buy. But like, we couldn't fucking help ourselves.
Yeah. No,
so
always. You always buy shit.
So there was one. I think it's just that we got clocked immediately. There was this shop that had like little wooden tchotchkes, but like one of their little tags was like, "Oh, we have like things for magic," and I'm like, "Oh, I mean,
oh no,
that's fucked up."
Oh no, you just recovered from
tutoring.
No, I mean,
but the thing is, like, the little wooden dice box is kind of cool, and yeah. But like, what if I said you buy 3 things, you get 1 free? Right?
Oh,
like
so now you means you get 2 wooden box and you get 3 wooden box.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And one of them was a cute little mimic chest, and like you open him, and then they're like, "Oh, you get a free little dice bag."
So how much money did you lose?
Okay.
That's not a question you ask us, man. Come on now.
You gotta spend money to lose money.
Yeah, but it was crazy girl math. That's really only bought one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was fuck.
I'm the same way. It was just like when I went to the MagicCon Chicago. I'm not gonna buy any. Like, I'm not gonna spend that much. I deleted my wallet. I was just like, everything. Give me one of everything.
I think it would be so fun to go to a con, but I gotta save up.
We should go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chicago one's the best.
When is that?
It's February.
Oh, okay.
It'll be cold, but if you want to go to one, I'll go to Chicago with you. Chicago is sick.
Yeah, dude. I think that'd be so sick. But yeah, we ran into Brian Kibler.
Yeah,
at,
I saw that photo.
Yeah, it was very cool. So he is like, I guess he's internet famous. I don't know how to. He is a content creator.
He's famous in the Magic community.
He is also famous in the Magic community. He has a lot of pro tours under his belt. I don't know how many. Is he the most?
Fuck ton. I don't know if he's the most, but like he's been there for a long time.
Yeah. So he's been there for a while. But also, I think the funny thing is, like, when I first started watching his stuff was back in high school, but not for Magic stuff because I didn't play Magic. It was Hearthstone. He was big on streaming Hearthstone and stuff, and so absolutely insane that like I watched him for so long, and then I personally fell off of Hearthstone, so I didn't really watch him anymore. And then when I picked up on Magic, and like boom, here he is again. So very cool. It was him and his partner Olivia, and also Gavin Verhey was also there.
Gavin Verhey, yeah.
Yeah, so they're friends. This person is like the principal game designer of Magic, which is absolutely insane that they're also like personal friends with the guy as well.
Dang.
Yeah. So they were just hanging out, and it was cool. We kind of like went on the same pace as them through the event, but I didn't want to constantly like be in their way or anything. So I was just like, I was really nervous to ask for a photo, actually. So my friend was like, yeah, I could do it. Just give me a second. And then he comes out of the changing room. He's like, and then my friend's like, hey, so my friend here is a big fan of yours, and he really likes your content.
Oh,
yeah, he's basically
the song play. Oh my god,
he absolutely shot on me. It was fun. It was a good time. I think my favorite little thing that we did that was new this time around was that there was like a little fighting ring, and so the foam like swords and stuff, they had like a whole prop like zone, and you can basically for a price, obviously. You can pay like $12 for like a regular like short sword or something, or you can literally pay for a reach advantage, like for like $20 for like a glaive or something. Yeah, and then you can just get in a ring and just either fight your friends or fight a guy there. So it was really fun to just like whack at each other. I fucking died first every time. We should
make all the AMO people go.
Yeah.
And we should have a group off.
No, literally I die first every game. It's really tough. The rules were simple.
No. You don't have the European rage in you.
I think correct. I think that's correct.
You give me a sword, and I'm like,
I also feel like I just kind of get targeted. Maybe that's copium though. I don't know.
So I don't mean to fully derail, but remember the medievalist I mentioned?
It's such a fucking funny.
Bro,
it's what
you are getting fucking so stunlocked
medieval.
by this.
Medieval.
You are getting
so
stunlocked about this.
That. It's just. Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know what I hate the most? And I said this to Patrick offhand.
This is the most European shit ever, dude.
Okay.
He's winding it up.
But you know when people will just say a thing that is like completely untrue, but like it's a fact. Like for example, bears hibernate all winter.
I ain't never seen a bear.
This is just
not
not
asleep.
True. Or like or like some stupid shit like platypuses pee upside down. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Source. I made it the fuck up.
Like literally, or like everybody collectively made it the fuck up. So therefore it is now true.
No, my grandpappy told me.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like, you put onions in your underwear when you have a cough or something. Like it hurts the soul. So like for some reason, the other one is like if you walk outside with wet hair, you get a cold.
Yeah, I think the subreddit confidently incorrect would absolutely murder you.
Exactly. So as a result, like, and one of them is this whole like sword, like long swords are blunt, and it's just like this is just completely untrue, or like the main thing like where this misconception comes from. I didn't mention it because I forgot, and I asked Casey again, who's my friend. I'm like, where does this come from again? And he's like, it's what I told you on the way down, where a lot of the swords that people find are not going to be like the knight's swords, because those would be kept in like barracks and stuff. They would be taken care of. So a lot of the like swords that we find tend to be commoner swords, which are made of cheaper steel.
Yeah.
And that corrodes faster. So the edges tend to corrode faster and chip faster. So as a result, like commoner swords would look blunt when you pick them up, because like unless they were sharpened the night before, they're made of shitty steel, they're gonna be bad. So like it's just a complete misrepresentation of the data, where they're like, no, this is blunt now because it was made of bad steel, but if you go to like a real swordsmith, that thing is gonna be sharp as balls. It's part of that like, oh, you're just incorrect. Anyway, That was the reason I got stun locked.
No,
I hate it.
I think it's fine. I just think it's really funny because like for the specific person in question,
Yeah.
I always like have that mode queued up where I'm like, I don't like I'm gonna have to like actually think really hard if like what you're talking about is like actually real or not.
Exactly.
Like regardless
Exactly.
of the topic.
And they're like,
so.
no, I looked it up during DD. I'm like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. That's not reason. Anyway.
Yeah. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
But the medievalist, the reason I bring him up is because he and his girlfriend, I think fiance now, I'm not 100% sure. Basically, they are both medievalists. She focuses on Viking studies, and he did like Mediterranean European studies. So like he focused on Sicily and all that type of stuff. But long story short, they flew to France for a effectively like a LARPing experience, but it's not like LARPing. It's a Renfair that lasts for like 2 weeks. It is massive. It's in this entire forest of France where like the towns are literally like half a day away. And you just like live there for 2 weeks, and you form little bands of soldiers, and you go invade each other's towns, and shit like that. And like he has a full suit of armor, he has like a real long sword and all that shit. It's fucking cool.
They have a milder version of that in Canada. There's
In
this
Canada?
big, yeah. There's a big one in Canada. I forget what it's called, but like
The Great White North.
yeah, correct. I mean, this entire experience is the Great White. To be honest,
It is the highest concentration of white people per capita.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I watched a video on it. I'm like, damn, the fucking complexion is like extremely pasty. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's pretty famous, and a lot of like Americans who like to LARP also go to that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not really armor, like suits of armor and stuff. It's
No, the French go hard, as they do with many a thing. But yeah,
Dang.
continue. So anything else?
I think that was mostly it. Yeah, no, it was a good time. I was worried the rain was gonna ruin things, but honestly, it was mostly just a light drizzle and just kind of cold. But that's about it. Like for the most part, we were chilling. I think again, like getting there early makes such a big difference because like just getting into the damn park is a huge line, even if you go like an hour after opening or something.
Your parking is a nightmare.
Yeah. If you just go beforehand, like we accidentally showed up too early, but even then there was still kind of a line.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you don't have to line up for like getting into the park, no lining up for food, no lining up for a bunch of shit, it really makes a difference.
What time?
So at least for when we went yesterday, it opened at 10. So we showed up at the gates at like 9. How are the Leaves doing?
3-1.
Oh. No, not a perfect game, SMH.
They're up right now. 2 for Nylander, 1 for Riley.
How big is 2-point difference?
Not much for the Leafs.
Not
Okay. Damn.
It's the worst. And the joke is, it's the worst lead in hockey. Being up 2.
Oh really?
It's more dangerous than being up 1. Am I wrong?
He's not wrong, Chet.
No. You're not.
No.
There's something about the momentum of being down 2,
Yeah.
scoring a goal,
Mhm.
right? It's like the hockey gods smile upon you.
I see.
You can
It's
think of it
crazy.
the mental, right? If you're down 2, you're going to go as hard as fuck, because if you don't go hard, you're going to lose the game. If you go hard and they score, you're going to lose the game. But if you go really hard and you score, you break their brain. It's the equivalent of like killing the top laner after being down 3 and then typing GG easy, and then they're gone. They've disappeared into the void. They're like,
Here, Will, so you don't understand hockey. Let me explain it in the only way you could understand. That's what just fucking
League of
happened to me.
Legends brain rot.
That's insane. I understood that just fine. But thank you for the additional context.
Oh man. Sorry. So Friday. So my Friday was actually kind of insane because I didn't want to do anything on Friday, but I go home and it was the first Jets game. There was 2 Jets games. There's one on Friday and one on Sunday. Yes, one on Friday, one on Sunday. So on Friday, I watched the game. I go home, right? I go home early. I walk Zelda. I get everything nice, and I'm like, Jets are gonna win this one. It'll be fine. Like all I have to do is just win one game. Like that's all they had to do. And not only did they not win this game, they get annihilated.
Blown the fuck out
Like
is the technical term.
Annihilated. And I was so sad. And then JP goes, "You want to go to Thunderbird? It's house night." And I'm like, fine. This was like after the game was over, so it was maybe 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So I let Zelda out one last time, and then I go to Thunderbird. And it turns out that on those nights, actually that's not true. We go to Ada's house first. So I go to Ada's house first, and at Ada's house they're like, "Oh, how'd the game go?" And I'm like, "It went in ways that I don't want to talk about." And then JP presses a beer into my hand that's like 12%. And I'm like, all right.
No wonder you forgot being there.
I was gone. So we started off like that. We watched like 2 or 3 episodes of Friends.
How is that the what?
Yeah, we watched Friends. Like
Ugh.
I know season 2 of Friends too. And I forget how much I
It's
hate.
just not my thing.
It's-
Fucking hate that shit.
I hate what's his name, Ross, with like a burning passion.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking
He's kind of the
loser,
worst. He's
man.
kind of the worst.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, he's in the archaeology department. He can't help it. So anyway, we do this. We end up going to Thunderbird, and it turns out that the bartenders are the ones who like basically are like doing all the music. So they have a house night where the
interesting.
bartenders are the DJ, and it was actually kind of hilarious to see a person who's DJing who doesn't know how to DJ because all he's doing is queuing up the next song and then dancing with the crowd, and he's doing nothing else, which is like, all right, whatever, it's fine. I'm here for cheap drinks. You need to do this because I'm picking myself up.
Hold it this way.
you're doing
Hold it
what?
that way.
I'm
Never fucking
literally-
hold it how
They
you
can
want,
see
Patrick.
my,
You just
my
fucking
voice.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
You're gonna see yourself on it anyway, because you're
No,
the
but when you
loudest
have
bitch
it-
in the 7 Kingdoms, dude.
Goddamn.
why do I
Like,
sit next to you? Really, I should be over there. I think that makes the most sense. Anyway,
But I'm cozy here.
so we go over, and we start just like drinking, and I think I had like a shot at one point with Ada, and a couple of, and like 2 or 3, that's more. Oh yeah, we had 2 shots and like a bunch of beers in, and we're just hanging out, and all of a sudden, the bartender, who apparently knows Ada, is absolutely fucking wasted and is just going around hugging people. And he's like, "I love you guys." And he recognized Ada. So he took our entire party, and we were on the DJ stage at some point. And then JP ran into like randomly some of the students he's teaching this year. And he's like, "Please leave. Don't ever talk to me. Like, you don't see me in this
Yeah.
bar."
That's
and
weird.
have you been to Thunderbird?
No, I have no idea
Thunderbird
what
is
this
a bar in Santa Monica that is in all means a sports bar that is incredibly confused.
Oh, okay.
Because like it has all the TVs, it has like all the sports things.
Where sport go? Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like a cowboy, not even a cowboy. It's like a little bit of a Western style
Saloon.
bar, kind of a saloon. And then also they have trivia. So like they don't really know what they want, but it's packed. It's always packed because I think the alcohol is just dirt cheap. And the other crazy thing, their head chef, is like a Michelin star chef.
What the fuck is he doing at Thunderbird? Respectfully.
I have no fucking idea. So like he was basically fully trained Michelin star chef, and not only that, he also
Maybe they just upcharge the food. That's how they make
the
money.
food isn't expensive. That's the
Oh.
crazy part.
Damn, I don't know. Fuck.
I have no idea how like I don't know how they keep this guy on, but whatever. But we stayed at that bar for so long that the crowd left, and it was only us and like the bar staff left. And we just stayed there till like 2:30. And Ada, I think Ada wanted to go home, and she was so fucking drunk, and she kept going up to me and Antoinette. She's like, "Hassan wants to go home. I think he wants to go home."
We love when
And
you
I'm
do
like,
that.
yeah, sure. I'm like, I'm having fun. And I was like, we're having fun. She's like, fine. And she would walk away from us.
Wait, she could just say that she wants to go home. Or you can be a fucking friend and help out.
No.
You piece of shit.
No, I'm here to torture. It was so funny.
Come on, read the room. Oh my god.
No, it's not. It's not just read the room because he read the room.
Oh, sorry.
He understood what happened.
Read the room
right?
correctly.
And then he just decided. No, he read it correctly. He just didn't act on it.
Because why would I want to leave if I'm having a great time?
Because your friend is suffering. maybe that's a reason.
Well,
Look at how happy he is. At the
exactly. So
Okay, I know. This is implicit bias because I'm always a guy who wants to go home.
I see. But anyway, we eventually go home, and I wake up the next day, and Zelda is like, "I'm fucking bored. It's not my fault you were out last night," and wakes me the fuck up. Fine, no worries. So I'm up at on Saturday, and I went to the I was like planning to go to the party. Anyways, surprisingly, no hangover, which was crazy. I was like, how did I pull this off?
Hell yeah.
Exactly. So I took Zelda to the beach, like Santa Monica Pier. I wrote some code. I did all that stuff. And then we had the Euro party. And I already said all I wore was a pinstripe suit pant and a tank top. And then like sneakers. But I go into the party. And at first, the people there, they're all like, we have to play Rage Cage. So Kate and Anna, they bring out the giant table. And they set up all like the little cups. And we fill them with alcohol. And then, do you know how this works, this game?
No.
So do you know how Rage Cage works? Yeah. So basically, there's 2 cups at all times in play. And each player gets a ball. And then you basically get the cup. And you have to, like, throw the ball, hit the table once. Has to go up and then enter the cup.
Okay.
If you do it in one go, you can place your cup wherever you want.
Okay.
If you don't do it in one go, you just give it to the person to the right.
Okay.
And if, say, the cups are next to each other, I have a cup, you have a cup, I get my ball in and you haven't done yet, I take mine and I smash it into your cup, and now it's slightly taller, and you have to drink and pass it to the next person. And then the cups eventually get taller and taller and taller.
And then also there's like the bitch juice thing.
Yes,
right?
yes. And the very last person who gets basically stacked has to drink the last cup, which is a gigantic cup full of beer, or sometimes everybody mixes one shot of each alcohol that there was. We didn't do that because we didn't want to kill anybody, and we're not 18, but we had just a giant cup of beer, and you have to do it in one go. Like you have to just chug it.
It's a good time.
It's a really fun time.
The last I played was for James's birthday a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Back when he still lived at the Boulevard Graduate Student Housing.
Sammy was there too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It was funny because I was like, oh, I don't really want to play because I can't drink. And then Sven was like, oh, no, I could drink for you. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah. Sometimes you have a partner, a drink partner.
And I'm like, okay. Like, he really wanted me to go in. I'm like, fine. But I played my fucking heart out because I was like, I would feel so bad if I got you fucking just pissed drunk because I'm a bad fucking like shot, right? So to prove it to myself and also to save him, I was fucking blasted. But it was also unfair because I was the only sober one at the table. So,
yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
No, because the level of skill, unless you're surrounded by frat boys, is like in the dumpster. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how
Thanks for making
sober
me feel
you are. No. But the best part was the table they brought out. One side of the table worked like a table.
Okay.
The other side was a massive dead zone. Like, I'm not joking. JP and I, the rule is usually if JP and I are there, we're next to each other.
Cope.
No. We're next to each other because you know the Jess story, right? Where we put her in the middle and we kept the rotation. We made her drink like 15 cups.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, on purpose. Like I would I would get the thing, and then I would wait.
No, you can snipe a person.
Yeah, because you can pick the cup up and give it to JP.
Yeah.
So we would just do this, and
No.
so the rule is
you could just be a piece of shit.
Yeah. So the rule is if JP and Hassan they're next to each other, no one is in the middle. For good God, no, don't put anybody in the middle.
Just get sniped.
Because exactly, we'll keep it there forever. So, but all of a sudden we're on our side. It did not matter what you did. You threw that ball on the table, it would pick a random direction and just go that way. Or, I'm not joking, you could throw it as hard as you could, and sometimes it would just go. I'm like, what the fuck? It was insane because as the cup got taller and taller, there was some vertical limit where the dead table just refused to let you get the ball higher. So if you were on our side of the table and you got the tall cup, you accept your fate and you're going to drink because there's no way you're getting it in. And of course, what happens is we're getting closer and closer to the end, and the giant cup of beer is like there, and we start doing the math. And JP and I realize it's going to be one of us. Like there's nothing we can do about it. It's either going to be him if Kate misses and she has to drink a cup, or it's going to be me if she hits, because Zach is on our side of the table, and also and then it would be JP's. Like basically it would be one of us, and it ends up being me, and I just accept my fate. And the giant cup comes to me, and JP has the last one. And he's getting it in. I'm like, just put me out of my misery, man. Just shoot me in the fucking skull. As I'm trying my best, and it's just impossible. And eventually he hits, and I have to drink the thing. And then we played another round, and
you played another round?
We played another round right after. And then
did you get to rotate sides at least?
No. No, they like the idea of us being there because it absolutely neutered the two of us. But this one was really funny because oh my God, his name's blanking.
You and
our lab mate's roommate, Drew's roommate.
Oh, Leo,
thank you. Leo and fucking Anna ganged up on Kate, where they did what I did with JP to Jess, and they just kept going.
It's really funny, but damn,
it's one of my favorite things to do in this game because it takes so much skill.
It does. It takes some effort.
It takes a lot of skill to do this, and she got so mad at them.
Yeah.
But Leo paid the ultimate price.
What?
Because he got the middle cup because he failed some. At one point he failed, and he had to drink the middle cup. But this one was half beer, half prosecco.
Ugh.
It was vile.
Nasty
My
ass.
boy got it down in one chug.
Oh, he's too strong.
What else did we do? Oh, and then JP and I were blasted, and we decided to play beer pong against Zach. And I forget how much of a fucking frat boy Zach is from the East Coast. He demolished us. That guy killed us. He got so many, like him and Julia, who's a postdoc. Dude, the amount of times that they would get two in the same cup is insane. It was insane. Like, bullshit. Okay, that was like another 2 a.m. night. And then Sunday, I did nothing.
Recovered, goddamn.
I watched Jets again, but this time on the floor, hugging my dog as I'm slowly watching my team crumple. And then, I mean, you kind of know the tail end of this, but there's the historic thing where they come back and they go into double overtime. But this is kind of a fun fact. The guy who scores the game-winning goal, his name is Lowry, and he is from St. Louis. So they were playing against the St. Louis Blues, and he won against his home team.
Hell yeah, buddy.
which is very funny.
That's poetic.
But yeah,
That's how it goes.
that was my weekend. Somehow I'm alive.
Yeah. You need a night of sleep, I think.
I feel great. I feel wired.
You're great. You're gonna crash so hard.
Go to bed.
It's
brother.
gonna be crazy.
You don't need this.
Yeah.
I have to do my dungeons. Dungeons.
Good luck,
It's gonna
dude.
be okay.
Good luck,
I mean,
dude.
how many do you have done anyway?
Dungeons. I didn't do anything. Any
Oh.
dungeons this week. I got really busy. I was doing shit.
I know, but like
I got really sucked into writing code.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe just do the one and call it a day.
Yeah. I'll do like a 7 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting 2 slots, that's gonna be a real pain.
Yeah. No. I think I have like 5 done from last week, but I'm not doing shit. I'm going home. I'm going to sleep.
Go bench.
Yeah.
Street meet.
Maybe. Yeah.
Dude, that sounds so good.
It might just put me out though. Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. I took Friday out of the lab because I was here like all of last weekend. So yeah, I took Friday out of the lab and we went to the LA Flower District, right? Because we wanted to find some flowers. Because Sid's little brother, his prom was this weekend, and we were gonna make his like little boutonniere and a corsage for his date, right? So
This story is awesome.
yeah, so Hassan on Thursday, right? I tell him I'm not here Friday, and he's like, "Why? What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, going to the flower market, you know?" And he's like, "A flower market in LA?" And I'm like,
So-
yeah,
Oh, for context, anybody who's lived in LA about 5 years ago, that's the last time I went to the flower market. So before COVID, you know what that shit was like. That place was horrifying. Anyway, continue.
So I'm like, yeah, the flower market, what's the big deal? And he's like, it's not the greatest area, right? And I'm just like, at this point, I gotta dig my heels in. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Everything's fine. No big deal, right? And he's like, no, I think it's like really bad, right? And he like looks it up on Google Maps, right? And like I'm looking around on the Google Maps, and I'm like, everything seems just fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like half the stores were shuttered.
Yeah. There's like boards on windows. I'm like, this is fine. This is
it was
normal.
Middle of the
Like,
day
you know.
too. This wasn't like, oh, it's a nighttime shot. No.
So we go to the flower market, and it's like very close to Skid Row, right?
It's
like,
it's right
it's,
across.
like, literally across, right? And like it's fucking popping though. There's a ton of people. The traffic is a fucking nightmare. It's terrible, and we're just trying to find a place to park where we're not, in a bad walk-in position or anything like that.
Or
right?
they fucking go like, yeah, $7 parking on a sign. The second you pull up, like it's actually 20. That sign is old. Have you gotten hit by that scam
No,
before?
no,
yeah, they
never.
do that shit.
That's some bullshit.
That-
They
That's
do that
crazy.
shit.
I haven't
and,
been hit by that.
and you can't really back out because you're like, oh, this is
New-
like a blind turn too.
Or there's a guy behind you.
Exactly. It's bullshit.
Damn.
Jesus.
New fear just dropped.
That's disgusting. But no, it was as advertised as far as I can tell. And we head over to the flower market, and it's like pretty cool. Like there's just like a lot of flowers and shit. It's just like a busy, bustling little market.
Which is nice because, again, you know what that place was like 5 years ago if you lived in this city. It was insane.
I hate though that there aren't prices listed on some things.
For flowers?
Yeah.
Flowers are always market price. That's normal.
Yeah, but it like booth to booth is very different. Like I feel like the vendor will just like look at you and be like, I don't know, you got like a nice jacket on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
This
like
is
your shoes. Like I'm just gonna charge you like $10
$50
more for this same
yes,
thing.
Yes,
right?
this is how this goes.
So like
Same with
just,
farmers markets.
put the fucking thing on the thing. And, like,
Nah, this is
Oh, I
this
need
is
to tell you-
regular. This is regular marketplace type shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. But like, I mean, this is like with the farmers market. I told you where I went to the guy. I heard he spoke Arabic. I spoke Arabic. Where are you from? He's like, I'm from Baalbek. And then boom, I got like 2 free things and half the price. It was awesome.
This is true.
L
Just be
being just a
Arab.
white guy.
Just be
It's-
Arab.
yeah,
Imagine
I-
just being a plain white guy, immediately the highest price. And you deserve it, you know.
No, I mean, yeah, I
Maybe
know.
just put on your thickest Irish accent, and maybe you can get
It
somewhere
gets
with
some
that.
70 points.
Yeah, but it was really cool. I had a good time. There was, it wasn't the greatest area. We did see a woman kick a dog, just like a homeless lady just
Poor puppy.
wail on the dog. It was crazy. Like, what is happening here? Yeah. So we ended up getting a couple things from there, but not small enough roses to like make the actual flowers for his prom. So we like went on a mission to find other flowers, like smaller ones, right? We went to like Trader Joe's, they didn't have shit. Went to Vaughn's, they didn't have shit. Went to Albertsons, they didn't have
Oh my
shit.
God.
And like eventually, Sydney has the brilliant idea. She's like, we should go to Lowe's.
They
Go
have
to
flowers at Lowe's?
They have
They
flower
do.
plants.
Yeah. At Lowe's and Home Depot, they usually have a new like greenhouse section.
Yeah, that's right.
So we went to Lowe's, right? And it's fucking like 9 o'clock at night, right? It's late. We're struggling because we walked, like 12,000 steps at the LA flower market. And we're just so tired. And we pull up to Lowe's, and what do they have but like just 4 rows of white rose potted plants just outside of the store. So we go up there, we find one that has small roses. We pick up the plant, we take it, we buy it.
Wait, so you have this rose bush now, right?
I have it, yes.
You should get food coloring and put it near the roots, and you can make colored roses.
I kind of like the white ones.
Okay. Sorry.
It's a good tip,
Just,
but
yeah, it's fine.
Blue rose.
Blue rose. Yeah, blue rose.
Is that all it takes? Is just the food color?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You just like saturate.
What if it's like red dye 7 though? Is it bad for it? Like it's bad for
No. Red dye 7 isn't bad. It's good for you. That's why the government's taking it away. Just like fentanyl is really good for you.
that's
They just
right.
don't want you to have it.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, Narcan is the fastest way to remove your high. That's why. And cops are allergic to being high. That's why
It actually cures diseases.
Exactly.
Oh,
It
that's
does.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You can't get high. You also can't get addicted to weed. So you should try my CBD. Okay, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, so they didn't want the rose bush. So, it's just like it's got roses on it and it's like growing. So I was like, I'll just put it outside my door because I tried to plant. I don't know. I haven't.
that
told
poor
this.
plant's not gonna
Bro,
make
come
it.
on. Give me a chance.
Patrick,
Give me a chance.
I will
So
give you a
sorry.
chance. However,
It's an outdoor plant. It's different.
You don't water the plants in
No,
front of you.
you don't know that.
You
You don't know that.
He has a
I don't.
watering. He
He's
has a
lying. He's lying
watering
right now.
can
Yeah,
right next to his plants that he doesn't use on.
I
them.
I do now. I've been very diligent about watering my plants for many months now.
Okay, understood.
What plants? Which ones?
So I have currently I got some stuff going on. So I got a succulent that's been alive that isn't dead
Okay,
that
but
I've
like-
kept alive for like 4 years now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
But like
yeah,
those things, like it takes a lot to kill.
the succulent that he has is like
So-
the doctor from Futurama. He's technically alive.
So here's my problem with succulents, right? Is like I love them. I love them so much, right?
That's the problem.
I want to interact with them, right? Like, and the only way that you interact with a plant is by watering, right?
Are you like the
So,
kind
like,
of person who, if you have like
I
a
get
pet
up there,
fish,
like all the time, I'm just like, like I just give it too much water probably, and then.
Dude.
dude? Have
know.
you? Do you know that?
But
70s
like
show?
I wanna be involved.
You want to water
Do,
him?
do you know that
Yeah.
70s show?
I'm familiar with the show.
So there's a scene where the wife really wants a pet, and Red, her husband's like, I don't want a fucking pet, and he loves her, so he feels bad because he says no, and she gets all sad. So he goes out and buys her a fish, and she's just like, but I want something that I can, pet. That's why I want a pet. And he goes, oh, you can do this. You just have to he puts his hand in the fishbowl, and he's like, you just gotta corner it. and he does that and pets the fish. That's what I imagine Patrick. Or he's just.
That's so mean.
Oh my goodness. Give me a second. All right, continue. You want to pet your plant? You now have a rose bush.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got 2 succulents indoors, right? One in the bathroom and one in the kitchen, and then I also have a hydroponic planter, right? Which I think I've shown you guys pictures
Yes.
before, but I can do this real fast. It's fucking popping off, by the way, just so you guys know. It's fucking going.
Damn.
It's growing. I got some
shit in there.
shit in there, right? And this is great because you don't gotta do shit. You just fucking you let it do its thing, right? So it's perfect for me.
So this
And-
is like minimal interaction.
But which he just
Yes.
said is not good because he wants
Well,
to interact with
No,
them.
with the succulents specifically. But these, I
don't give a
don't
fuck
care
about
too much
them.
about this. I respect succulents and their game. So I want to be.
But their game is to not be interacted with.
I
The
want
thing is that they can survive the desert.
I know. So like, how impressive is it that they've survived
see.
me?
I
You know
see.
what I mean?
We want what we can't have.
And the
I
oldest
understand.
man from Futurama, that's your succulent. It's technically alive.
So yes, I have a rose bush now. And it's outside. I have to repot it. But I have to make sure that I have a pot that can drain. So I have to drill a hole in the pot that I have. But anyway, I hope that it will survive. It needs sunlight. So that's why it's outside. It's like a full sun plant. Okay. I'm hoping it won't get too hot, but we'll see. So that was my Friday. Then Saturday we spent the day getting the flowers together and chauffeuring them to prom and taking prom pictures and stuff like that. And that was fine. It just was a very long day. And then Sunday, went to Topgolf. And I must say,
Also, I just realized you are Irish.
yeah.
You unlocked your inner
Well,
golf.
yeah, you gotta, you see a ball, you gotta hit the ball. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Schlagefolder, baby. Schlagefolder.
But like, so I honestly, I was expecting Topgolf to not be that fun, right? I was like, golf, dude. Like, who wants to fuck with this right now? Like, there's only so many people that fuck with golf, and I don't think that I'm one of them,
He fucks with golf chat.
right?
Yeah,
And yeah, spoiler alert. It turns out I fuck with golf.
Again, all the hoeing muscles that like are genetically ingrained in him are just
Hassan
perfect
has
for
different hoeing
swinging.
muscles.
No, I was gonna say.
But yeah, so Sydney described this to me as, and she hadn't gone before, but I think that she like got the impression from Zach, who's been before, was like, it's like bowling but golf, right?
Which is
And I hear that, and I'm like, I
That sounds
want to
like
throw
ass.
myself off the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
cliff.
That's
you
an
know, like-
insane comparison.
He also
Yeah.
told me that it's like, because he said, "Oh, I went to Topgolf." I'm like, "What is that?" And he said, "It's like bowling, but for golf." And then he explained it to me. And A, it's not at all like bowling.
No, not
and
at
B,
all.
I
I
think
knew
it
what
is,
it
though.
was.
No, it's not.
I feel
Wait, who said this?
Where are the
Who-
pins?
Who said
motherfucker?
this?
What? No. It's not like that. Okay, so bowling, the concept of bowling, right?
No, it's not
is
even
like,
like the
you
concept
go
of bowling.
you go with your friends, right? And you have like a thing, and you like take turns doing a thing. And there's like a score.
You're
there's
just
like
describing
game modes.
playing a game with
I-
your friend.
It's kind of like bowling,
It's
though.
not like- Dude, I
Don't you think?
It's literally.
But you have to remember, Will. He learned to go outside yesterday, so the last
Wait,
his
I
only
need
other
to-
experience is bowling.
I need to fight whoever made this fucking comparison.
I think it's apt. I'll be honest with you. I think it's apt.
Were you the person who made the comparison first?
No, I don't think so.
We might have to fight like immediately.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Oh,
you know,
good
it's-
God.
No,
He
it's
is.
not like. Oh my god. Okay, finish your explanation before I get more upset.
So essentially, what it is a driving range, right? So you go to a driving range. You have like some.
Yeah, and sometimes you get gutter balls and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Some people put up the guardrails, and it's like.
I can't fucking let it go. I can't fucking let it go. It's just so
I'm just
bad.
imagining it's like a pipe with all the little fucking golf balls that are just got.
It's so nonsensical. I cannot allow
that
it
there's
to
some
go
minimum
further.
wage worker that has to run out there and pick up the balls
Yeah,
while he's getting
no.
shot.
I mean, that's actually okay. So
That's
Go
not
on.
what
So
happened.
they-
okay, hold on. So it's not an unarmored person, right?
No, they're in a vehicle.
It's an armored
Because it's
vehicle.
nothing-
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It's nothing like a walkable range.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know
Yeah.
it's like huge,
No, and then they go like behind and they make sure the pins can come up
would
in the
be-
machine and
but like, let me put it this way: imagine there's like a 16-year-old. You're like, hey, I'll pay you $20 an hour, and you just put him in a pseudo armor, and it's like double points.
That would be sick.
They would say yes.
No, this is sick.
It's just-
but yeah, so it's like an armored vehicle and they have like a comb they go grab the balls and stuff. But essentially, it's a driving range, and there's like different holes, right? The holes have different point values depending on how far away they are, et cetera, right? And there's different game modes. We only did like 2 of the game modes. One which is just like, see who gets the highest score, just like Natty. And then there's one that like updates the map, and like if you hit certain zones that are highlighted on the map, you get more points, things like that. So there's like an accuracy component to it as well. But it turns out my like 2 days of doing like golf in high school paid off.
You played
right?
hockey.
And also playing hockey.
Thank you.
That also probably helped.
That probably helped. Yeah.
That probably helped quite a bit, yeah. So I kind of smacked the ball a little bit.
Damn.
I did all right.
Fucking
I
clapped
did all
him.
right. I did very well in the games. I did not hit the ball the furthest. Sydney's older brother fucking smashed their shit out of that thing. It went like 130 yards. It was crazy.
I don't know why, but every
Yards.
time that you're like walking up, you're explaining the story to me, the only image I have in my head is like a rotating cast of people, and it's the music from the baseball challenge in Smash Brothers.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
this, and I don't have this memory locked.
So
no,
basically
it's
in the game,
awesome.
you spawn in with a character, you have like 3 seconds, and you do as much damage to the
There's a little
punching
sandbag
bat? Yeah,
guy
thank you.
with like cute little eyeballs, right?
Okay.
And like they're like, oh, what should you do with the guy? To like beat the shit out of him, and then in 3 seconds launch him as far as fucking possible.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
go.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
basically
No, it's so
it.
sick. It's
That's awesome.
home run contest goes so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I've
but, like-
dumped so many hours into,
Me
into
too.
just that
It's-
fucking mode.
it's
Because
the
you don't want to hit it
best.
too hard, because then you'll break the little invisible shield
Yes.
and stuff. So you want to like rack up damage by doing like random dots or like trying to bounce. You beat the shit
okay.
out of the guy.
And then you fucking launch him. So,
That's right.
That's awesome.
so I imagine, the older brother walks up and he just has the Ganondorf
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
B.
Essentially, yeah. Just fucking gone, yeah. But yeah, no, it
Y'all
was,
didn't play the Angry Birds one?
Ang-
Yeah, it's
There's an
Angry Birds mode.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's an
That's what I'm
Angry
saying.
Birds-
It's not like fucking bowling at all.
Bro, Angry Birds is exactly like bowling.
No, it's not.
Angry
What
Birds,
are
Angry
you-
Birds is bowling in the
No,
phone.
No, wrong. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me just explain how much more like
Hockey,
teched up this
hockey is bowling with more people fighting for the same ball. It's but
You're
smaller.
Yeah, and the pins are in the net, you know.
Like the thing is, I think it's just too high tech for bowling, because these balls it can track your trajectory and where it lands to like give you the points, right? So this means all of the balls have some sort of tracking built in
Mhm.
independently. So which is already like a lot more fucking
It's insane.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Then there's tracking for little mini games like Angry Birds, and so like they give you like a little map, and then like you have to like hit in a certain
Mhm.
direction, and they can map that trajectory onto like where you're hitting the little piggies and stuff.
That's awesome. You can bombard a piggy
Yes,
house.
you can commit pig genocide.
Hell yeah,
At
brother!
Topgolf.
Fucking get 'em. Yeah, no, Topgolf is awesome.
It's
When I-
just like bowling.
It's
just like
literally
bowling.
not like bowling at fucking all. I'm so sorry. Like I can't. I don't understand. When I went in Arizona with Zona's family, I couldn't hit the damn ball. I was really bad. But then like for the first 2 swings I missed, and like thank God someone was there. His name is Pete, and he was like, like you don't have to do a full swing from above. You could just go from the waist. And it helps so much because it could actually connect with the fucking ball at that point instead of trying to go for a full swing. So, yeah.
Going
Yeah.
a swing from above seems really hard. My uncle knows how to fucking golf.
Hell yeah.
Like he's scary good.
Damn.
Yeah. Like the dude. I mean, he lives in fucking Palm Desert, and he like.
And that's the only thing to do there.
He participates in like the like a
Pig
club
genocide as
and all
well.
that shit.
Yeah.
It's all they do, man.
I wonder if he's good at bowling.
He is good at bowling, but not because of golf. You son of a bitch.
Absolute piece of shit. How
Oh my
dare you.
god, the Leafs are fucking going.
Yeah, this score can't be publicized.
Why not?
It's the dangerous one. It's the dangerous
Is it
lead.
nice?
No.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, if you ever want to torment Patrick, and I'm giving you this as a weapon.
Which
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of deserve because I just did this bowling thing.
So
it's-
there's a very famous thing called the 4-1 Maple Leafs effect. and I will sometimes, use this. I used it against them today, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So we told you that the 2-goal lead
Was the worst lead in
was the
hockey.
worst lead.
But there's
But,
one
there
legendary worst one.
there is a joke amongst hockey fans, which
Or
is
the Leafs specifically.
what is the worst lead in hockey? It is whatever the Leafs currently have against the Bruins. Because why? Because the
so
Leafs were the Boston Bruins had 1 goal and the Leafs had 4.
Ooh.
Okay, and I believe this was the third period, or I can't remember.
It was the third.
It was the third period, yeah. And in that third period, they're up 3. They think they got this. The Boston Bruins absolutely fucking delete the Leafs and score like 5 in a row.
Holy shit.
And the Leafs proceed to lose the series.
Damn, they must
'Cause-
have grabbed the Nazi technology from their basketball friends.
Oh my god. Oh.
Sorry, that was a really weird through line. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This is a joke that we cannot say on camera because Noah Colwyn. It was not our fault. Just,
I didn't make this up. Anyway,
but currently the Panthers are 1 goal in and the Leafs have 4.
let's go.
So if you ever want to torment Patrick, you just go 4-1 and you walk away.
Yeah, it's rough.
I had a topic that I wanted to bring up that happened last weekend. What did I do last weekend?
We fucking played in the lab all weekend.
We played in the lab. You played outside the lab. I don't know. I'm trying to.
We were in the lab all weekend long.
We were in lab all.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
And we had nothing done.
That's a lie. We
That's
made
a
the
lie.
411 work.
Oh yeah, we fought the.
It wasn't
411.
working.
Bro,
It was
I don't
the
know.
oh, it was the rainy day, right?
It was the rainy day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But the 411 hurt itself today. It made you touch the piezo.
But that's fucking your fault. Dude. Your ass touched the piezo. I know you did. I know it.
Okay. Oh. That was louder than I thought it would be. So
I'm just joking. He didn't.
So I already forgot. I forget the names of these people because they're
'Cause it's you.
absolutely exactly. But Fear and covered this topic, but I was going to cover it today with you guys because I think it's insane.
Yeah.
Let me just look up his name. He's a famous football coach. He is about 71 years old.
Johnny. Murs Howard.
George.
No, he's
Bill.
Martin.
Hold on. Old football
Guy.
Isn't Bill
coach.
Belichick a thing?
Bill Belichick.
Is that a
Yes.
football coach? All right.
Yes.
And this is the guy?
This is the guy.
That's
Right.
insane.
Yes.
How do you?
It's the only football coach I would ever know the name of.
He's famous. He's a very famous football coach. He
Greatest
has a
bowler to
did-
ever do it.
Was he the coach of the Patriots?
I believe so.
That's the only reason.
He's now the coach
see.
for University of Northern Carolina at Chapel Hill.
rough.
Tough.
His annual salary is $10 million.
Holy
Yeah, it makes
shit.
sense.
He was
Yeah.
a coach for the Baltimore Colts, the Detroit Lions, the Broncos, the Giants, again the New York Giants multiple times, the Cleveland Browns when they had their only good season, the New York Jets when they never had a good season, so L, and then the Patriots and now North Carolina. The guy has a metric fuck ton of Super Bowl rings. Like, he is a very successful coach. He's also famous for being one of the worst people on camera. Literally, whenever his team lost or whatever, and people would ask him questions, his most famous response is, "We go next." Like, well, let's just go next time. Like, that's all he would do. Anyway, why is he in the news right now? Why is he famous? He has a girlfriend who is...
Fucking 50 years younger than him.
How old do you think she is?
I can't
She's-
say anything other than like exactly 20 years old.
She is 24 years old.
Fuck,
He is
damn.
73 years old.
Bro.
I was so close.
Yes, you were so
I was
close.
so close.
But the story is actually really interesting.
Uh-oh.
So she does a way better job at this because she actually has a fucking presentation, but I'm not that high effort. However, I will give you the Hassan version, which is very fucking funny. So basically, this lady, they apparently met on an airplane when she was 20.
Okay. That makes it cooler. Yeah.
So they've been together since he was 69 years
Nice.
old. Exactly. Which is very fucking funny. But they got together. It's really fucking gross. He's been together with her for like 4 years at this point. They made photo shoots, and she now has an Instagram.
Okay.
And it's really insane because they have photo shoots together where they're doing yoga together. And there's all
Bro
these
is
other
70.
Yeah, he's still kicking.
Bro, him going to work every day is yoga. Like, how the fuck is that? How does
They're
he
like-
move his bones?
Yeah, they're like doing yoga together. There are all these things, and everybody's like, "This relationship's fucking weird."
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg made fun of them.
Sure.
I
get
love
him.
how you said that. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Diggity
Snoop
Dog.
Dogg.
Hell yeah.
I need gin and juice. but Snoop Dogg made fun of them, and then during the thing, he was just like, "I remember when the Patriots were good and the Cowboys were bad, and I remember now." Like he's like, "I'm old enough to do this, and I'm also old enough to know when Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't alive." Like just shit. Like he's getting shit on by everyone, and the dude just like they pan the camera to him, and he's just like laughing. He's like, "Hey, hell yeah, brother!" Like it's insane. It's this insane thing.
Honey,
Oh.
have you seen my dentures?
I thought he was gonna crash out.
No. So the dude, he is like refusing to crash out. They've done interviews and they're like, "So can we like talk about your relationship?" It's like very much in the meeting. He's like, "I'll just go next." Like he just uses his classic line. And so he like refuses to do any of this. And then they took a photo of all of them together, and like he's wearing all of his Super Bowl rings. Now this is the part where there's contention, whatever. It doesn't matter. Some people say she was wearing the ring. Some people say he's wearing the ring. I don't care too
How
much.
do you confuse the 70-year-old's hand?
The reason why is one of the rings of his Super Bowl championship is the year she was born. Like that's how long he's been doing this, and that's how long he's been alive. It's insane. This is insane. So, long story short, everybody's like,
Wait,
well,
so he won in 2001 then?
he did.
Get
Dang.
that bad girly pop.
Yeah, when he was with the Patriots.
Dang.
Yeah.
I thought the Saudis won in 2001.
He fucking was charging that up
2001 was a great year.
for everybody involved.
For everybody.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
I'm being bombarded right now.
But the highlight of this story for me is this. So this is the fucked up part. So the way that this was presented to me at the beginning was that she's this 24-year-old lady, and I see all the Instagram posts, and she's like egging on everyone like with this relationship, and you know, to me this looked like the perfect union of like a true gold digger and a guy who like loves very young women, and they found each other. But then I learned that, you know, they've been together since she was 20, and I'm like, I have to take everything I'm thinking back, and this is disgusting. But in the framework of all of this, she has declared herself CEO of Belichick in entertainment industries.
He has entertainment industries.
He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Oh, they're
but,
just
like,
new entertainment.
but what happens is that there's something called it's an HBO show. Basically, they like look at how people are training for the upcoming season. So they do this with like professional NFL teams.
Oh, sure, yeah. They did this. They've done this for like football teams. in the
Yeah,
past,
yeah,
too. Like Liverpool, I think, did one. I think
Exactly. So HBO.
Did Leicester do one? Or no, City definitely did.
Leicester didn't one. City did
City
one.
definitely
They were like, okay, so they wanted to do one with his new team at UNC because they're like, oh, it's college football. We've never done one for college football. You know, you're a legendary coach. You're going back to college football. We'll do it with you. So they've like hundreds of emails, like, you know, figuring all the, like filming out, doing everything, renting all the gear. And they pulled the plug on it yesterday.
Oh.
And everybody's like, what the fuck happened? Came out. She got so controlling that the HBO crew of 25 years, these are people who've seen everything, right? They've worked with everybody in like NFL. They were everybody in soccer. They've done, you know, hundreds of these things. Could not handle how annoying she is.
That's so funny.
Awesome.
Where they're like, we're not dealing with this person. We don't want anything to do with you guys. They pulled the plug. They refunded him like whatever. They They just did not want anything to do with this.
That's
so
insane.
so they killed it, which is like the highlight of this story.
That's so
fucking
funny.
awesome.
Yeah. And now she's like just egging people on. It looks like she bought an engagement ring and like she posted on Instagram, and like this whole story is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, goddamn.
It's disgusting. It's insane. The dude's 73 years old.
That's great.
But yeah, that's all I had to end it on. All right, everybody. Have a good
Bye.
one.
Oh boy.